expression from, and it was an expression from an old Thor, Incredible Hulk TV show where he met Thor. And Thor was lamenting about all of his friends who he knew who were no longer alive. And, he said, I knew friends, I had friends who ate of life with golden teeth. And that always resonated with me, so I just want to teach him to do that. Eat of life with golden teeth. Find your passions, dig in and enjoy. And if I could go back and tell myself that, it would be really nice.
Yeah. Find your passion. Eat with golden teeth. Say it one more time.
Eat of life with golden teeth.
Eat of life with golden teeth.
Yeah, just really dig in, enjoy, and taste it. Taste and be a part of it.
In June 2019, I took to the road to ask people from all over the country about their dreams. I thought I would be learning about them, but I'm also learning about myself. Join me and see what you find out about yourself as you listen to other people answer the 3 dream questions. This is Ian, and Ian has agreed to answer the 3 dream questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready, yes.
Okay. The first question is, what are your hopes and your dreams?
Well, my hopes and my dreams are to bring and help to build stability and adventure for my family. I want to work the land that we have, that we bought together, and make it fully sustainable, but a place that people can learn about how to live a sustainable life, how to grow their own food, how to, have workshops here, have a place that people want to come and enjoy and, relax and enjoy and be a part of the land. So the biggest thing, as I said, is just stability and adventure.
I'm going to ask you, where did that come from? What was the impetus for that?
Well, the impetus for that is really with this guy here being born. I've always had a life where I've done a lot of travel, a lot of being on my own, seeing some great sights, meeting some great people, but I want to give him more opportunities, and I think traveling around would be one opportunity for him, but it wouldn't give him as much potential as what he would have if he had a place he could call his home, a place he could always come back to, a place he could grow up knowing. And I want to plan it to be something that he can have a stable life, and Kristen can have a stable life where she's not traveling, she's not forced to move every couple of years herself. And it kind of came from that, just realizing what kind of life that I want to be able to give my son, and thinking what would be the best life for him to have. Yeah.
So, when you were a child, was this kind of what you wanted all along? Do you remember your goals when you were a child?
Well, my childhood had a lot of travel in it. Some stability when I was older, but it was interesting because my parents came to the country illegally, and so we basically spent the first 8 years of my life dodging INS and getting caught and kicked out and sent back to England, going back to Canada and coming back to the States. And the travel definitely made me a strong part of who I am. But we finally settled down. Maybe I was nine years old. Became legal residents and bought a place, and it was nice always having like that idea of a family home for me to be a part of. So I think I've got some ideas of what would be good for him, and as he grows, I want to be able to see what he wants and what is important to him as he learns to talk, as he gets older, as he learns about what he's interested and passionate about in life. But I want to be able to have the resources to be able to help him do that. Like if he wants to learn how to build an airplane or build an electric car, I want to be able to say, we have the resources now, let's do that. Let's encourage him for his dreams.
Wow. It seems like a dreamland here. I've been here for 2 nights, and I've looked at what you're doing, and it feels like something out of something that I had aspired to.
Yeah.
As well, for my children and stuff. It's beautiful.
Yeah, and
so go ahead.
It's funny too because when I first moved to Portland, I used to tell Kristen that I want to find like 5 acres of land, build a couple of tiny homes on it, and just have a community of people that can grow and share and live a communal life together. And
you were looking for an intentional community type of thing?
Something of an intentional community, yeah. And so that did change a little bit as I spent more time in the Portland area and realized just how much it would take to have an intentional community. And, the one people I've spoken to about it say it's actually a lot more work than they ever thought it would be. So I'm looking for something a little bit more organic. I mean, we have the cabin here, we have the bus here, and it's nice to have people come and stay for a little while, enjoy the land, appreciate some parts of it for the same reasons I do, and then move on. And at some point, if we have, friends staying here, then that might be great for a while. But yeah, I mean, it just, for that part, I'm letting it happen and develop as it does.
Yeah. So it's kind of getting in the flow.
Exactly.
And see what develops.
Yes.
If you could go back and talk to your 13-year-old self, or if you could give advice or counsel or something you wish you know, or something you might see that might be missing for children or people just starting out, even people just getting married. Do you have, you can pick any category there, just people starting out.
Yeah. And it's funny because I'd give such different advice for any of those groups, and the getting married would be a whole different host of advice, but I think I'd probably want to talk to them before they got engaged if that was the case, because I think once they're married, they're committed one way or the other.
Yeah.
I know if I was to go back to my 13-year-old self, and this is part of the values I want to raise Bear in, the first thing I'd probably say, I'm trying to teach them now is just find your passion, find something you're passionate about it, and let's dig in, let's enjoy, let's taste of what it can mean in your life. There's an expression from an old Thor, Incredible Hulk TV show where he met Thor. And Thor was lamenting about all of his friends who he knew who were no longer alive. And, he said, I knew friends, I had friends who ate of life with golden teeth. And that always resonated with me. So I just want to teach him to do that. Eat of life with golden teeth. Find your passions, dig in and enjoy. And if I could go back and tell myself that, it would be really nice.
Yeah. Find your passion. Eat with golden teeth. Say it one more time.
Eat of life with golden teeth.
Eat of life with golden teeth.
Yeah, just really dig in, enjoy, and taste it. Taste and be a part of it. I guess going along with that, set some goals. And as with passions, goals can change over time. That's fine. It's all part of how life changes, how you change, and how you grow, and life leads you one way or the other. But set some goals and go with them. I think you become a stronger person when you set a goal and you actually check it off your list and you reach it, and then you find another goal.
I've heard that we release some kind of an endorphin when we check something off and actually do it.
Oh, we really do, yes.
Something happens to us chemically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I follow an author named Simon Sinek, and I might not be saying his last name right, but he talks about that endorphin release from checklists. And he's a phenomenal speaker, and I really admire a lot of what he's working toward. But yeah, I saw that early on. One of his videos is like the endorphin release of a checklist, the importance of having one. Oh. And he says at this point where even if you finish something that wasn't on your list, write it on your list and check it off.
And then check it off. I like that.
Yeah.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that's come to mind during the conversation, as short as it's been? Is there something that came up for you as we talked about your hopes and dreams? We talked about your childhood hopes and dreams a little bit, and how that's changed a little bit over time, and your advice. Do you have something that's come to mind? Just, if it doesn't have to.
Yeah, no, nothing else I can think of adding into that. I'm sure 10 minutes after the conversation, I'll be like, oh wait, there was one more thing. As
that's what I tell. I actually say that on one of my things. This is just a snapshot. Mm-hmm. This is, and tomorrow morning it can change, and we'll go to bed tonight and wake up in the morning and say, golly, I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have said that. But thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome.